What is your strategy around data retention in Salesforce? Is it as firm and defined as you would like it to be? Data retention is a branch of data governance and serves as a proactive approach to data management. It defines how long we store data in Salesforce. It also analyzes the lifecycle of that data, from creation and import all the way over to archival and deletion. When we fail to develop effective policies for data retention, we open up our organization to risks, legal, security, performance problems. Before we dive into the details around data retention in Salesforce, take a second to subscribe to our channel, Salesforce Explorer. We are continually digging into new areas of Salesforce to help you maximize your effectiveness. When we collect customer data, we have a legal and ethical responsibility to protect that data. Regulations like GDPR and HIPAA require organizations to delete personal data after a certain period of time, or once they're no longer needed. Failing to do so can invite sizable fines and legal actions. When we create data retention policies, it should be a collaborative exercise, including IT, business stakeholders, legal, and compliance. Bringing these different voices to the table ensures we are viewing data retention holistically, so that we are meeting our organization's needs. It also helps us achieve buy-in from these critical stakeholders. Also, if we are hoarding data unnecessarily, we are being highly inefficient with our data management. We are accruing additional storage costs and impacting the performance as data retrieval slows. We're also introducing security concerns like data breaches. There's a balance, of course. If we dump data prematurely, we can lose critical data necessary to report on the state of our business. It's hard to build an effective data retention policy without first understanding our data. Who is using it? How is data coming into Salesforce? What are the business use cases for that data? What data is sensitive and necessary for legal compliance? We need to build that 360-degree view of our data so we can back into which data should be archived and when. Creating these data classifications should not be a one-time event. We should regularly revisit them to ensure they are evolving with the landscape of our business. We should also be transparent in sharing them with key business stakeholders. Salesforce has a lot of great features that help us automate our data retention efforts. Data archival allows us to move data to a location outside our main Salesforce instance. This data is still retained for historical and regulatory purposes, but it separates it from our actively used data. To help us with our auditing efforts, we can enable field history tracking. This allows us to view what field level changes were made, when, and by whom. There's also event monitoring and audit trails that allow us to track user activity from the point of login all the way to data modification. When researching a security incident or faced with the need to demonstrate regulatory compliance, that level of audit detail can be invaluable. Salesforce also comes with built-in data retention policies where you can define how long certain types of data should be kept inside your Salesforce instance. Now, the built-in tools are fantastic, but with great power comes great responsibility. I cannot stress enough the importance of thoroughly testing changes in your sandbox environment before elevating them to production. Also, ensure you are doing regular data backups to give you that safety net when the inevitable unknowns crop up. A data retention policy does us little good if it's not properly documented. Your data retention policy should serve as an evergreen document. It's constantly evolving to address new legal and regulatory concerns, as well as reflecting the state of the changing needs of your business. We need to chronicle the rationale behind those policy changes so we can demonstrate proper compliance. This proper documentation also gives us an invaluable tool to train our end users, teaching them the importance of data retention, and the defined policy helps them understand their responsibility in this process. Lastly, we need to make sure policies we've defined are actually being practiced. Don't simply assume that the built-in Salesforce tools are doing their job. Perform your necessary checks to validate your data retention efforts. This video is brought to you by Improving. We are an IT consulting firm serving North America. If you need help with data governance strategies, we would love to have a conversation. Our elite team of Salesforce data consultants can help you navigate this space and allow you to get the most out of your Salesforce instance. Please reach out to us at improving.com. We look forward to talking with you. Thank you for taking a few minutes to explore Salesforce data retention with me today. If you enjoy this content, please take a minute to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be continuing our data governance series in the weeks ahead, so we would love for you to join us for these future offerings. Until then.